sucker punched. What were we thinking? Delta Motors Cross. Should have known in the first place. Yeah, a race series that has $30,000 purses every 2 weeks, right? We fell for it, and now we have an overbuilt 1107cc S900 that's kind of illegal in most classes.
We're now still going to race 3 of the biggest races with this car. One of the Torn series, one of the EDT, the opener in North Carolina, and John's running, I believe it's the IXCR in Indiana. It's a really nice cross-country series. So we're going for it.
3 crate series. I was surprised to read that they're not following the same suit as GNCC and some of these other series where you can't punch the engine out any. They will allow that. So our 1107cc Mighty RZR will be allowed to race. Granted, we're going to be out there with the turbocharged big boys, but hey, who doesn't like an underdog story? This will be good to see how this thing runs with those big, massive car-like 160 horsepower machines. So we're going to take this to the dyno, see what we've got. I don't think we're going to be up to par with them as far as the kind of numbers they can make, but hey, we got a nimble little machine. We've got a small, tight wheelbase. Maybe it's the opposite that can turn some heads and do some good. So racing under the lights Saturday nights sounded pretty cool. It was right up our alley, and that would have been neat, especially winning a lot of money Saturday night. But that's not going to happen now, but we're not done. We got
Hunter Haswell on board doing our fabrication. Still got all our same crew of everyone, George White, the guys at Double E, Super ATV, and so many more. But anyway, we're going to go on and see what we can do. With this being my first time racing, I told John my first and foremost concern that I've got would be the cage. And John's got all the connections and people, and he spoke with everyone, and we went with wide open. So I know we've got a good cage. And if you're recreational, just joyriding or anything, as soon as you buy it from the dealership, I can't express, that's the first thing you need to do. If you love your kids, your wife, or your health, you go buy a roll cage.
We're at Wide Open Designs in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're about to get the new RZR rolled roof cage and Nerf bars and bumpers for this machine. So this is the showroom. When you first come in at off-road design, not your little ho-dunk place, is it? As you can see with some of the stuff behind me. Look at this, these Heim joints. All right, we'll go get a tour of Wide Open Design here, and you guys can see what the quality, how the quality comes about.
You know, we not only do UTV stuff, we do big buggy stuff.
I know, that's where your history comes from.
Yeah, no doubt. So, you know,
which I like, because you guys are overbuilding stuff. And
not necessarily, because like we learned a lot from racing and whatnot, that you don't overbuild, build it to where it's right.
Okay.
You know, it's a weight balance. So I mean,
okay.
Yeah, you can really build stuff that's way too heavy, pretty easy, that'll hold up. But the weight balance is where you make your big gains.
That makes sense.
The 900S and the 1000S cage has never really been we've never just sat down and really focused on it, and that's what I want to do. We actually really want to focus on bringing the best cage and the best products that we can to light for it, because it's turned into a really popular world machine.
It is.
And they're a lot of fun through the woods.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the right machine to buy. You go to Camp RZR and stuff, and you see so many people on the wrong machine. They think they should have the big turbos and stuff. And they really bought the wrong one. If they just watch this video and realize how capable the 900 really is, and how good you can dress it up and make it safe and durable.
And you know, let's put a good cage and stuff on one and actually make it be a competitive, fun machine. And you're saving so much money over buying a turbo.
It's like 15 grand you can buy.
Yeah.
Versus 22,
23 or 24 now for
Look
the
at
turbo.
you could come to Wide Open and have your stuff built.
Exactly.
Great.
You have a full-on machine that's done, opposed to just getting started with a turbo.
Yep.
And
Because
still,
any of them, I mean, I think any machine out there needs a cage on it.
I agree.
I think it actually holds the frame together. The factory cages are junk the way that they bolt together.
I
They're
know.
done that way for production purposes. I understand exactly why they do it,
Mhm.
but they're made for one little crash. But what people don't realize, yeah, they'll save you on one crash, but the whole machine just gets beat up.
Yeah.
You put a good cage on a machine, and it really holds the whole machine together.
And I've seen some cages that look like they could be good, but they don't wrap into the bumper like you guys do.
Yeah.
And in the rear, explain how the rear goes. Does that go into the bump?
So the rear will tie into the bumper, the front both tie into the bumper. We're one of the few people that actually do offer a production. I can put it on a pallet and send it to you. Deal to where the front bumper does tie into the cage, the dash part. It's an option, but it's nice. It really ties it all together. You know, it just really holds out and makes it to be an all-around package that just really ties it all in.
And when you get in this machine, I've gotten in ones. I don't know, the feeling you just have like you're part of it. You're not like out there for something to happen. You
Man, it
feel
comes
like
from
I'm
everything.
safer,
Yeah.
more secure. You're
You
snug.
got a
in
good
it.
cage.
Yeah.
You put good seats in it and good seat belts, and you actually do. You all three of those things. They just offer, you know, they just that next level of just tying you.
My
into your
driving
machine.
improves. I just feel like I can go faster because I feel.
Well, you
faster.
can because you're in control.
Right.
Even though you're faster, you're slinging into a curve. I mean, you're in
Confidence.
control.
Yep.
You're actually in control instead of getting slung all over the machine.
You're gonna dig this chassis that we've got going. Their roll RZR cage is just phenomenal. Well built stuff, and just looks killer, as you can see in some of this video here. We want to do something a little different than most, and that's kind of why we went with Wide Open Design. Just a company that maybe is a little under the radar, sort of. And I don't know why, but their products are too outstanding for us to ignore. And plus, they were right down the street in Tennessee, so hell yeah, we went at it. And I'm excited that this thing is going to be looking a lot different here in the future.
So here I am back in Collierville, Tennessee. We've got Mighty RZR in the Meadows Man Cave workshop here. Check out the end results. We now have a professionally built 1.75" by 120 American-made 1026 drawn over mandrel steel roll cage that ties into these aggressive-looking front and rear bumpers. Here's a shot of the tree huggers, often called Nerf bars if you're like us coming from the quad industry. These are really needed for racing. You don't want your tires getting locked up with other competitors, or with this you're able to deflect a tree away from your rear tire. Look at the quality gunmetal gray powder coating job that Wide Open did. The welds on the Wide Open Design cage are a good indication that they've hired somebody that knows what they're doing. A lot of times in a fabrication shop you'll want to mass produce stuff fast, and the welder is pressed for time and hurrying. I like to see a metal that's completely welded all the way through, no missed spots and overlapping as they go. These disconnects allow you to remove the roll cage when needed. This rolled roof version is really nice. It contours to the cage really nice, and the craftsmanship is really spot on. You can see here it looks great. What's more is Wide Open has more than one cage design to choose from. There's their Venom cage, Sport cage, they have a flat roof cage, an aggressive cage, and the rolled roof cage, and that's what we went with. This rolled roof cage system with the added bumpers was less than $1,700. You can get a Wide Open Design cage for as little as $1,000. That's a pretty good cost for this kind of material, craftsmanship, and what is the price tag on your life, right? Also, I have to say, the overall look of our RZR is much meaner looking than the tall, tippy, boring stock cage did to the appearance of the machine before. It looks less cargo vanish and more the part of a sleek, nimble off-road racing machine. We measured. Our overall height is almost 6 inches shorter than stock. This helps to get a little less weight up in the air and down low where you need it. Also, this 6 inches just might be the difference it takes to get your machine under the door of your enclosed trailer. I'll link up Wide Open Design's website in the description area below, or you can just log in, wideopendesign.com. While you're there, you might click the projects link they have. You can kind of see what they've done in the past. Pretty impressive stuff. They've built some really neat rock crawlers and a lot of off-road, way more capable machines than our UTV industry. They'll ship your cage, any parts you have, no problem, but I would suggest you, if possible, you're anywhere near Tennessee, just bring the machine in. That way you know it's done, especially with a roll cage. You want to try to weld the roll cage yourself and all that. I would suggest if you're anywhere near Tennessee, just bring the machine in and let them do it and drive it out of there finished knowing that it's done right. Be sure to subscribe to our UTV Scene channel and click that little bell down there. That'll notify you next time we have a video coming up. Till next time, keep the rubber side down and don't trust your stock cage in case you don't.